Hi everyone, so this is going to be a reading for all signs. I'm hopefully going to do timestamps, so I'm going to put my notepad here so I don't forget. And this is going to be about the energies of the solar eclipse. Now this is potent from now, and it's probably, solar eclipses can go on for 6 months. But the highest energies you're gonna feel it now and over until the following week, which obviously there will be a new astro energy check-in as well. But you'll definitely feel it until the 25th very strongly. Things can pan out over the next few months as well. So let's look at what you might be feeling, what might be aligning for you, what comes out for you. This is going to be a bit of intuitive channeling. There's going to be a bit of astro, and there's going to be tarot to support to see what comes through. So we're going to start with Aries. And if this resonates, please do like, subscribe and support the channel. It is a general reading. It is a general, intuitive energy. There's different places of Aries, so you need to check your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs of this as well, with the timestamps of the all your signs in the same reading. And subscribe, comment, let me know how it resonated, support the channel if the work aligns with you and your readings are aligning. So let's see, in Aries, you have a solar eclipse in the 29 degrees of your of 29 degrees. The solar eclipse is at 29 degrees of your sign, and holds very much significance for you because we're still in Aries season. Now the interesting thing about this is that you the eclipse actually we have the solar eclipse and then we move straight into Taurus season, and so that's really interesting because we suddenly move into a dynamic of a different energy. But for you, Aries, this event is really marking an end of a cycle of your life and a beginning of a new one built upon awareness, okay? And the cards I pulled out is death, ending of a cycle, exactly what I said, being built upon new awareness. Who are you truly and who are you becoming, okay? And the new direction that you might be taking. And in these coming days and weeks and possibly months, you could receive more insights about your self-development and your journey. Queen of Wands, fire sign energy here. This is Aries, Leo, Sag. It's about knowing yourself. It's about self-development. It's about, I think you're going to have experiences and breakthroughs here, turning points with the Chariot card, very much so. And all this is going to increase your awareness of your true desires. The Empress tells me that some of you at this point in time could be or gonna be in the next few months pregnant. But you're coming into your divine masculine and feminine energy is what I feel for with this. I feel in the recent past, or recently or currently, you've actually been in very much a masculine energy, and some of you are going to be balancing that out, nurturing more of your divine feminine energy, okay? And the Chariot tells me you're definitely heading in this new direction of self-development, of breakthroughs, insights about yourself, okay? And you're letting it go where you've not had that balance, and when you've been very action and maybe impulsive in certain ways. So that is really the whole theme for you. And Seven of Cups tells me that you need to make sure that what you put your mind to achieve is actually tangible. It's not going to be superficial wishes, okay? It's actually going to be something that can come out for you in the 3D world. There's travel here. I think some of you are actually going to be traveling, and I think what there's going to be traveling, probably visiting another country. There's growth, there's soul here for you. There's nurturing and balancing of your energies. There's something about not taking any pain you have and letting it bury you. It's about, you've got to water your garden, which you are doing with the Empress and the Queen of Wands. You're learning to water your garden and take care of it, okay? And not blame people, but really understand your growth and what you're capable of. I think this is very much the energy. There might be some of it around your identity, and I would also say like, who are you? I would also say possibly around anything that you set intentions or that were significant around the 7th, 5th to 9th of April. And you can also check the astro themes of that week. Might come full circle by the end of, you know, sort of the end of April for you, or overcoming the next over the next couple of weeks and months. And the message I've got here for you, which you can take it down: my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. 100%. We know that. We know that that is very true. And so Aries, that's what I have for you in general. I'm going to pull you a couple of cards to see what we get in terms of your health and inner well-being messages. Okay. So what I get is here is despondence and empathy, okay? Now with empathy, this is about maybe you need to take a different direction or different thought process on something. So with the Chariot, sometimes what it means is that you're heading in a direction. Sometimes there can be little bumps in the road, but it's only little bumps that you're actually going to overcome. And with this, it's saying that maybe that's what you're actually going to overcome, is the being able to take a different route, look at something from a different angle. This is also about your sacral chakra. So there's a bit of creativity there, which, to be honest, when you're looking at different angles, you do need to look at something in a different way, or a different outlook, and don't let anything stop you from achieving what you want to go for. Now with despondence, this is really about your third eye, and I think there's a bit of, definitely obviously intuition, but I think there's a bit of revelation here, and there's definitely encouragement, because there's the World card in her stomach. So that's about taking action. It's about encouragement. And I've just pulled up the page to make sure that we feel the same, or I'm channeling the same. Why would we feel the same? I've got no idea what that came out. It actually aligns with the message here. Happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe, because it says, feeling helpless, acceptance of circumstances, changes on the horizon, am I trusting myself? Okay, so there's definitely movement and encouragement with this card, and revelation for you, which really makes sense with empathy card as well. So Aries, I hope you enjoyed your section, and do check in on the other signs that are relevant for you as well. Your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. And we're going to go on to Taurus. Taurus, let's see what degrees we've got for you. So Taurus will be heading into your season, okay, soon after the solar eclipse happens. And that might mean some of you might have a birthday within the energies. Some of you might be later, but I'll take the opportunity to wish you a happy birthday from now, although we'll have more readings where I'll be checking in with you. But those of you that might be cusp, Aries. This solar eclipse in Aries for you, Taurus, is actually marking a close and a culmination of the phase of your life. And Venus has just moved out of Taurus into Gemini as well. And these days, you might be feeling that you want to spend it in introspection, which is not a bad thing, okay? Let's see what cards we get for you. Just seen a comment. Now, you might want to revisit anything that was a theme around the 5th until the 9th of April, okay? Because that might be something that comes full circle for you, the moon. Definitely around introspection and having insights and breakthroughs. The moon and the sun, how beautiful. So you actually get the clarity. There's a breakthrough here. It seems like you might be spending some time in solitude, and you might be actually feeling like you're thinking about decisions, way forwards, maybe new desires and insights with these cards. I think there's introspection around the way you want to move forward, or continue to move forward. The sun moving into your sign is obviously just a few hours after eclipse, and that also means breakthroughs are going to be closer to you. Knight of Swords and the sun, so definitely breakthroughs are coming closer for you, Taurus, and it's going to be about your desires, your wants, and you're going to feel more vitality with the sun moving into your sign. There's going to be more energy that you'll feel available to you over the next month or 6 weeks. And, you know, that is going to be really empowering for you. If some of you have felt, I was going to say, overburdened, a lot of responsibilities, burnt out, which maybe is causing you to go into stillness and solitude. Let's see if that comes up. Yeah, so, you know, you're going to be releasing this, and you're going to have the breakthrough around that. Stillness is not a bad thing with the moon card. And if you've been feeling very much in your head, anxious, depressed, or a bit of a victim, that is going to shift, especially when the sun moves into your sign. And I think you just need to, some of you definitely need to have a bit of presence and maybe solitude, and that might catalyze with the sun card the surge of creative energy and insights for you. The Queen of Cups is here as well, and I just want to get a clarification on the Queen of Cups. Is it a balancing act that you come back to, you actually balance the scales? Two of Swords, yeah, so I feel like you're going to be balancing where with the moon you might have been feeling a bit of fear, or even anger, holding on to that. You're going to be balancing that. I think some of you have had a fear about taking action towards something that actually fills your cup. This could also be for some of you where you've not been vocal in terms of a relationship, or something that is maybe been heavy and depleting you. Okay, maybe this is just that you have family responsibilities, or people look up to you and always wanting more from you. Bottom of the deck is Six of Swords. Some of you could be traveling, but what I'm sensing from that is that you're leaving any heaviness behind, and you're going to be in this great new energy where you're supported but also valued. I think that's coming in with the Queen of Cups, but you're going to have that creativity, clarity. You actually do really well, Taurus, when your heart is taken care of. That's also because you're less stubborn. That's just, you're quite a stubborn sign. And one thing to remember is yesterday's price is not today's price. And you are constantly recreating yourself, and you will be over the next few weeks. Don't let who you once were dictate where you're going, because you're going to feel this energy shift, all right? And I would say you might be juggling a couple of things, but hopefully from these cards, you're actually releasing whatever's been really heavy for you. Some of you are calling in a new love opportunity, a new partnership. Let's get more cards on that for you. But look deeper into options around you. There's very high, motivated, great energy. And there's also energy that you are shifting where you could slip back. But I think you're going to have a breakthrough where you're going to walk away from that. The Ace of Swords tells me in terms of this relationship or new person coming in, they're coming in with communication, okay? There's a breakthrough here. And I also would say, if you're thinking of approaching someone, go ahead for it. I don't want this to turn into a tarot reading only, but I want to tap into energies mainly. So you will get that breakthrough from someone, that revelation. But it can also mean the Ace of Swords is that it's a great time to take action on that new project. Remember, I said some of you may be spending time with your family, but you're going to have, your thinking is going to be a lot better. You're going to be dropping this sort of energy and moving into a clarity of thinking, which we know. And it's a great time to, you know, if you want to communicate with someone that you're interested in or start a new project, that definitely is looking good for you. And we have, I've just pulled the card, is 12, Divine Creation. And this Divine Creation 12 card really tells us about acceptance of personal commitments, and euphoria and breakthroughs, and accepting just things that happen, but flowing with it. All right, I'm going to pull you another card. Dharma Wheel, number 11, Master number 11. So this tells me that you are closing out cycles, and I think some of it is karmic cycles and lessons. I feel with this also, you could be having peer pressure or people around you, maybe family pressure of operating in certain ways, or pressure in terms of, you know, society beliefs, moral codes. If you're feeling that, I think that is going to balance out for you. I actually just want to look at the booklet, seeing as this is a new deck for me. I want to just see what extra message we can get from that. In today's age, it's impossible to go through life without having moral code ethics challenged by people and society. So it is aligned with what I was saying. The realization of knowing right from wrong in any context is what your soul is seeking during this experience. The law of truth. Dharma wheel spins, you will be provided with new pathways that lead to personal truth. Finding yourself in compromising situations with questionable people intentions will only add more weight to your scale. Lies and secrets will be revealed now. honor your agreements, be wary of unsolicited advice and those that are around you that could gossip. I think with this, it's really about controlling as well as the divine creation, because divine creation is really telling you that you have the power to create what it is you want, all right? And you can bring joy through that. With this, it's really making sure that your thoughts are aligned and you act with integrity, okay? And if you're feeling someone is out of balance for you, then you need to make sure and see if they're actually aligned with where you're going, if they are healthy to be around you, you know. So I think that's really what that is about for you, Taurus, which is great because it means there's clarity, especially with the Sun card as well. Let's get you a final message. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. Absolutely, because you're closing that out and you're coming into clarity and balance. And Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your part of the reading slightly longer than what was expected. But let's get on to Gemini. Hi there, Gemini. I hope you're well. So let's see where we are with yours, Gemini. I think for you, Gemini, I've just done you a bonus reading, by the way, do check that out. There's going to be around your social circle and setting, and Venus has moved into your sign, which is beautiful. Okay, you might be feeling a lot more chatty and wanting to be out there. You might be feeling that you're deepening your connections with more authentic people, or that's what you're actually seeking. There's a change and renewal in your cycles or your social circles, that's for sure, and friendships. Let's see what we get. During these days, you may find yourself possibly reflecting deeply. Let's see. This is going to be, obviously, eclipses can last for 6 months, but you're going to feel energy of until about the 25th of April as more potent. I would say check from the 5th of April until the 9th of April what was significant. Did you set any more attention? Any intentions, new or old? King of Pentacles. I think some of you could be thinking about your money matters and your stability. You're actually finding it quite heavysome and a bit burdensome in terms of your finances and responsibilities, and you are not where you want to be clearly from this. I think with the King of Pentacles, you want a bit more stability and you want that wealth. There's a Page of Swords here, so that is coming. That breakthrough is coming. And with that, I would also say that, you know, you're probably there's something new that's coming in for you, all right? And it could be around Venus and Gemini. So this could be actually around the communication that's coming in for you. You've got patience here, but you need to have patience with your end goals as well, all right? You need to, I think there's a lot of juggling that you're currently doing, and I want you to question, is it actually juggling that you're prioritizing in the right manner of the direction you need to go concerning your future? And this came up in your reading. You're definitely going to look back and realize how far you've come. I feel with the Two of Pentacles as well, there's something around something that might come back round. Can you see it's like an infinity, but I feel like something might come back round for you that you felt you missed an opportunity of. This could be around communication, okay? It could be around whatever it was that some of you might have wanted to buy a new apartment, a new home, a new house, a new car. And the Ten of Swords tells me there's a completion to your cycle of whatever happened to you in terms of toxicity, betrayal, people that are very not much aligned with you. you're going to be reflecting deeply on your community, on what it means to you, on your relationships with these two cards, and you're going to be letting this energy go, which is beautiful. I think there's going to be there's a world here, so there's going to be, that's where I say you're going to reflect on what the journey's been, and you're going to be happy with the changes that you see. And I do say this is definitely accomplishment is coming in for you, and new creative collaborations could arise during this time. You just need to make sure that you don't get into an ego state, and don't allow anyone to hold you by words that could be manipulative to keep you small or not in the direction you want to head. So sometimes when we've got ideas, creative ideas, dreams, people can't see it the way we see it, and so when they talk, it kind of stops you from taking that action. So just be careful on who you speak to, especially with me saying that you're going to be looking at how deep your relationships are. The creative collaborations that arise around you during this time are going to be inspiring. And you have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups I'm going to come to in a moment, but I just want to say you're going to be exploring new ways of showing up in these group settings, in these friendships, in this new part of the team. You're going to be letting go of the toxicity and the people that don't, and that's where it says walking away, Eight of Cups. Seven of Cups is where I felt you've looked at your relationships and the people around you, and you've wished for them to be a bit different. But now you come into the realization, actually, the wool that I was putting over my eyes, I see it clearly and I need to walk away. Yes, it seems like it was a great, veil over my eyes where I was seeing everything with rose tinted glasses. Well, now I need to do the introspection, and I need to self-reflect and begin seeing things clearly and walking away where I need to, or end stuff where I need to. The beginning of Taurus season, which is only a few hours after the eclipse, your ruler Mercury is stationing retrograde, okay? And this is also I don't think this is where I think you're gonna have an opportunity to revisit something that maybe you passed upon. I did a Mercury retrograde video. I would check that because there's notes for your sign in there. And it has also a quick chat about Mercury retrograde, not a fear factor, and it's helpful. And then you can tap into your top signs. I've done it on cardinal, mutable, and fixed, so it's very quick and it gives you an idea of where it can be. But also Venus in Gemini is beautiful, so there's a lot around your energy coming up because your ruler Mercury that goes into retrograde just the day after, and it will stay for a month, 14th of May, and then you have the post shadow phase. So we actually start to head into your season as well. So I think there's going to be a lot of changes for you, but I think there's going to be newfound energy that you feel, and you're going to be celebrating things. You're going to be also aligned with the people, whether it's your family members, whether it's the relationships that you have found are still aligned with you, give you the love, are supporting of you. There's going to be relationships. Some of you, it could be you're deepening your love relationship. There's been communication with the Page of Swords, Venus in Gemini, and with the World card, you're taking that next step to formalize your relationship. This could also be the stability around your finances or creative ideas of where you want to go. At the bottom of the deck, I was just asked by Spirit to look at the bottom of the deck. Six of Wands, there's recognition coming in for you. This could be also public recognition, Gemini. So let's pull you a card from here, and I need to pull you a card from my new deck like I did with the other sides. The universe has my back. That's beautiful, especially when you feel you're in sort of heavy mental plane energy. Just always remember that, and I would write that down as an affirmation. I was actually called to look at the bottom of the deck and not shuffle, just take this card as Golden Ray of Light. This is really about the sun coming in. We don't have the sun here, but for me it's similar to the sun. You're talking about love and laughter, receiving and giving gifts, and we see that with the Six of Wands and the World card, an accomplishment and passionate projects, taking action. It's the card number 16, which is interesting because you are... Sorry, I just slipped into whether this should be an all sign reading or I should separate the readings. So here you actually have love, laughter, and passionate projects, and what 1 and 6 is a 7, so it's about being confident, coming into that alignment of being confident. Don't forget, the universe is telling you they have your back. An owl could be significant for you. Some of you, I'm getting told, is your animal totem. Beautiful reading, Gemini. Please support, like and comment how this resonated with you, how it pans out now over the next couple of weeks or few months. And we shall move on to Cancer. Cancer, I hope you're well. So let's see how the solar eclipse energies is going to pan out for you now until the next couple of weeks and few months. So you might also want to revisit this. Do like and subscribe if the readings are relevant to you, and also check your recent content readings. Let's see. 10 of Pentacles. So I was getting that there's going to be a turning point in your career and professional life, all right? This could also mean that leads to a better stability. There's definitely abundance and stability here. It's beautiful, okay? And the King of Pentacles. There is that turning point, okay? And you might be feeling a bit vulnerable now. I don't know why. I'm feeling that you might be feeling a bit vulnerable, but there is an end of a phase and a beginning of a new chapter here, and you're going to be celebrating. I think for some of you, this is actually, you're going to be taking your relationship to another level, and you're going to be either buying a home together, moving in together, getting married. There's stability here and there's celebration. Beautiful. So that's coming for some of you. Some of you, there's definitely a career move, and you need to probably ask yourself while you're in this energy is, where are you truly going, Cancer? Do you know? Do you have a plan of thought? 10 of Cups. It looks like you do, and if you don't, you're getting the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Happy home, happily family. You're getting the change in your career that maybe you've wanting, and there's a new chapter opening up for you. What is it that you desire, okay? Not a place of ambition, but a connection and purpose and willingness to be of service to others. Those of you that this is about career as well, okay? And during the eclipse season, I would say there's going to be, you might be feeling a bit emotional in your emotions, and you might be lacking. It's interesting, I said, do you know where you want to go or what you want? So you might be lacking that clarity and the focus that you are thinking of where I need to be going, what I need to do. I can't seem to think or see clearly. And I think you're going to actually feel better. Just know that during that time, if you're feeling in your emotions, just take some time out, all right? It's going to make you feel a lot better. But with the Hermit and the Moon, I think there are definitely breakthroughs coming here. Some of you are definitely getting married. You're signing a contract to something. Some of you are signing that new job offer, that new career, but there's very strong relationship, next stage relationships. Some of you, this is also about where are you heading is it aligned with your values, or is it aligned with society, your family dynamics, your beliefs? Are those beliefs aligned with your new values of the direction you want to take? I think there's going to be some epiphanies for you and breakthroughs and insights of where you can't see clearly. And there's going to be definitely a shift of reevaluating your career that has not been serving you. You know, it's caused you dissatisfaction. You're not happy with it at this moment in time. Maybe you were at some stage, and maybe you feel stable, but you kind of having breakthrough that may inspire you to completely change or think about your career or shift direction. You're moving towards whatever that is. It doesn't have to be career, but like in terms of life. And here the Six of Pentacles is telling me when you shift that, it's going to be more of a balanced act for you. You're going to have a balanced perspective. And that's where the sun is also coming in to provide you with clarity, which is beautiful. And I think with this Cancer is that, you know, we miss 100% of the shots that we don't take, okay? And when you're in this hermit mode, you might not be interested in small talk, connection, or communication, which you might be avoiding, and people. Allow yourself to go out in the world and explore opportunities, okay? If during a few of the days you need some alone time because you're in the emotions, that's fine. But don't get into overthinking. So honoring emotions, but don't get into overthinking. And go after what's rightfully yours. I never knew it. You're not the type to stand and watch life just go pass you by. And it's yours if you want it. Fear does exist in terms of uncertainty with the moon card, but you've pulled up your moon card, and I think there are key words here around vulnerability for you, you know, and also just taking time out, interaction definitely with family members, love, just really beautiful energy. But just check in where you're slipping into your emotions and maybe not feeling, you're feeling vulnerable or a bit sensitive. We've pulled number 7, okay, and 17, and it's called the Inner Oracle. And this is really about you knowing you are the channel. You are like prophecy. You know what you need as soon as you can just get out of being so vulnerable, but honor that first, and then you can see clarity with the sun, okay? It's like you get an epiphany of a deja vu moment, which helps you move forward. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. Make sure you're not falling into too deep into it, you know. Make sure it's serving you in the right way. Because I've just pulled the scales of karma, but I just want to check this Inner Oracle that we pulled up, number 17. I think, you know, with that, as I look for it, you need to look for the discipline of your mind. Remember, I said honor your emotions, but don't fall into overthinking. Don't fall into not mastering your thoughts. And I think receiving the knowledge and wisdom that is offered from deep illumination can often be prophetic and life affirming. Will help you know you are on the right path. So remember, I said about epiphanies and realizations coming through. And then we have the scales of karma, which is the 2 and 7. So, you know, there's definitely a balancing out for you, and a cycle of disharmony where some of you might have felt, and, you know, where you felt also unfortunate events around you, or, you know, needing to. It's interesting I said about are you aligning with your new values, or are you aligning with past thoughts, beliefs, people that are around you, family dynamics, or the frameworks, or society, or the government? Because here I feel like this is about creating new values that you're aligning with. And obviously balancing karma is doing good, getting good. The 6 of Pentacles, remember I said you're actually going to come into balance of actually you know, receiving what you want. Now, this, what was it that I wanted to point out? Yeah, there's also on the inner oracle, I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually two scales there. You can just virtually see it. So definitely about balancing out, and 2-7 is the balance out of karma and creating the life you want. So Cancer, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I am going to go on to Virgo. Hi Virgo, how are you? Make sure you check your sun, moon, rising of this readings. Let me know if it resonated for you. There's a card that just dropped. I need to hit it. Oh, sorry, it's not Virgo, it's Leo, isn't it? I was thinking have I already gone midpoint? Leo, I hope you're well. So, Leo, with this solar eclipse being in fellow sign Aries, it's actually going to be good. Okay, it's probably going to call the fire signs to go beyond the limits, and definitely for you, go beyond your limits of your comfort zone. Okay, let's see what we get. Page of Swords just flew out. 9 of Wands, Page of Swords, 9 of Wands, and a 4 of Wands. Interesting. So yeah, definitely, you know, with the Page of Swords, I feel like some of you and the 9 of Wands have actually felt like you're ready to go get something, but then sometimes you felt like, I've been working on this, I've been putting everything into this, and I'm not seeing anything. You've mastered something. But I think there's something about, you know, going beyond the limits of your comfort zone here and embrace radical authenticity, your authentic self, authenticity in all that you do. 6 of Wands is telling me, and then we have the 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands. So there's celebration around this. You're going to be celebrating something, or there's going to be tying up of, check when the 5th of April until the 9th of April, did you send new intentions? Did you set new intentions? Is there anything new that started in your life? And just really look out for the signs and symbols around that. And if it's going to come back twofold, or even if it comes back to you and you're going to be celebrating. There is a bit of a wounded healer. Some of you could be healers. There's a wounded warrior here, all right? You're the warrior, but there's kind of like a bit of a wounded perspective where you sometimes possibly just stand back because you're feeling a bit vulnerable, all right? And I think that's recently maybe come up in your readings, or the readings are telling me that that would make sense that you do stand back, because you've gone through a bit of a cycle. If you've not seen your readings, do check them out. There's been a cycle of healing, hasn't there, in your readings, for those of you that are watching your readings. And I think you have a real big opportunity during the eclipse season that's going to be really pushing you on for the next few weeks, even months, where you're going to be overcoming your limited beliefs and disempowering beliefs, which I think puts you a little bit in that wounded mode. And there's going to be radical changes in your world view, okay? And you're going to break free from that. I think overall, look at that. The break free of this sort of conflict, rife, misunderstanding around communications, or, you know, around the disempowering beliefs. It's a period, definitely, with the Four of Wands and the Six of Wands, for you to go into accelerated expansion and growth of yourself. And there's going to be celebration and recognition. This is what you're ending, you know, you're ending the disempowering beliefs. You're breaking free from the limiting, disempowering beliefs around you. And it's time to let go of the ways and behaving that have kept you small, and show up in the world as your authentic self. Don't be on guard. Don't be on guard, and show up as your authentic self, because there's going to be recognition. Some of you are going to be going to some events that are going to be, you know, either really joyful for your heart, or actually lead you to a step closer to your whatever you're trying to achieve, whether it's networking, whatever it's to do with. Some of you are going to have something come through that is going to make you even more stable. It could be a relationship that's deepening. It could be a new home. There's a celebration here of some achievement of yours, but there's recognition as well. I think you will be recognizing yourself, all right? Once you let go of the thoughts and you start operating from your true authentic self. Eight of Wands as well. So it's really telling me you've got that drive. We've got the Five of Wands, we've got the Six of Wands, we've got the Eight of Wands, we've got the Nine of Wands. You're attaining, you're mastering, okay, where you need to go. I think that's beautiful for you, Leo. Let's just see the degrees. With the Death and the Five of Wands, and we know Page of Wands, like I said, you've not necessarily had it easy, all right? But we have done some healing, and you will be stepping into a more fearless energy, which is amazing for you, because you're going to be winning. It looks like you're going to be feeling more accomplished, and not giving up on things, you know. You win some and you lose some. That's what we always need to know. And as long as the outcome is incoming, whether it's income, abundance, whatever it is that comes back to you, it proves to you how much you want this. And the universe is going to provide to you. I'm channeling without pulling more tarot. Knight of Cups. The universe is going to provide to you because of your bravery. The Knight of Cups comes in. And the Ten of Cups, happy home, wish fulfillment of what you want. With the Four of Wands, Ten of Cups, some of you are definitely moving into a more stable dynamic with your relationships, but also into possible marriage, okay? You're going to be outgrowing people in some places, and I think that is fine for you, because I think that's what you've needed to do. Page of Pentacles is also coming in with a gift from the universe, which is around abundance. Let's get you some of these cards, Leo. Messages for Leo. I'm not going to take that. It came up in the Cancer reading. If it comes up again, then it's for you, okay? But it was about inner oracle, so it's about epiphanies you might get looking at your inner self, revelations, you know, sort of introspection, I would say, which, I mean, we can all do. Violet fire. So with this, it's number 35, and it's telling me you need to detoxify and transmute, and by that I believe let go of anything that's not serving you, the people, the thoughts, the beliefs, anything that's distracting you needs to go. With the Death card and the Violet fire. It also tells me that your intuition's probably going to be on point here, and 2 and 5 is 25 is a 7. There's a power of presence, a power struggle. Unlock your potential and be authentic. Be your authentic self with that unlocked potential. I also think you are releasing the limited beliefs, that is releasing the sort of power struggle. You're becoming more present, which leads you into a more flow state. What's beautiful around this, can you see the hawk at the top here? It's so powerful. And with the violet flame, I would also say just protect your energy from anything that is not aligned with you. There's nothing like, don't worry about it being that there's anything, or don't think that there's any darkness, but just protect your energy from anything that is not working for you, your values, your beliefs, your people that need to go. That's Tibetan Fire Serpent, 33, master number 33. This is about being your authentic self. This is about taking action. This is about following the better path, using your discernment, master number 33. You don't break it down, but when you do, it's the number 6. And that could be, you know, moving into the direction you need to go to. It could be that something comes back to you full circle. It could also be soulmate energy with this 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So that is beautiful. We're going to pull you one last card. I honor what I want to feel. So you know where I said about the wounded warrior, it's about honoring what you need to feel. And we were talking about this in your readings of feel what you need to feel so that you can heal it. And then you're coming into this new found energy, and some of it is outgrowing people, you know, and that's just the way it is. So Leo, I hope you enjoyed this. Please do like, subscribe, let me know if you did, and we'll move on to Virgo. Hi Virgo, I hope you're well. So let's see what we have for your solar eclipse energy. This resonated with you, please do like, subscribe, let me know how it did. Okay, so I got the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords, okay. I want to shuffle again. I do want you to check Virgo, the Mercury retrograde video, which I will link in the description box below, because you will know how Mercury retrograde is going to be affecting your sign. But understand it from the way I see Mercury retrograde, or chat through it. It's not a fear way. And also then you can check where your top placements are, cardinal, mutable or fixed, and check what energies. Empress, okay, that's beautiful for you. I just love like Virgo and pulling the Empress. It's not your card, but I love that I've pulled this for you, because I feel like some of you might have silenced your divine feminine energy. Like you feel it within you, but I feel like you've been very sensitive, where you've been a bit in your own energy, the hermit mode. But I feel with this, you're actually going to start honoring it, but not from an emotional perspective. You're going to be a bit more out with it. You're going to be glowing in your divine feminine. Whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. You're going to be glowing that balance of trusting in the universe. Some of you, this is very nurturing. This could mean that some of you are going to be getting pregnant, or there's a pregnancy within your family over the next couple of weeks or months. 3 of Pentacles also. So that is telling me, I think you're bringing radical change and transformations in your life, to be honest, during this eclipse season, few weeks, months. King of Cups and the Empress and the 3 of Pentacles. Definitely some of you, there's pregnancy. If you're not looking to get pregnant, just be careful around that. The event is actually going to be, it might make you feel a bit in your emotions, which I was getting from the beginning. So you might feel for the next week or so you're in your emotions, but very much now you might be feeling it already. And I think some of you could get a deeper sense of awareness. Look at this. Make sure your emotions don't hold you hostage in your mind as well. It's about honoring them, but not getting in your mind where you start questioning yourself, talking negative to yourself, or overthinking, not playing victim. I hate the word playing, but feeling like you're victimized and you're tied to something where you can't move. So just be careful around that. But I think you're gaining definitely deeper awareness of power dynamics. That's very big. That aren't healthy for you, that you need to move away from. And you're going to probably, 5 of Cups. So definitely some of you are going to be realizing the power dynamics that are not healthy for you, that you're involved in, and see more clearly unconscious attempts of manipulation or control, and it could be coming from both yourself and others with the 8 of Swords. All right, so it's going to be also self-reflection for you. King of Cups, 4 of Wands, Empress, 3 of Pentacles. Some of you are getting married, some of you are starting a family. There's stability, there's celebration here. I think there's a focus where you can focus on the celebration around your loved ones. Anyone that puts you in that Empress energy of being aligned with your divine masculine and feminine. I'm saying both because you may be a masculine watching this, and I want you to know that it resonates for masculine or feminine energies. And it's about trusting, you know, and you're going to feel like you've got the opportunities to focus on the healing journey. If unfelt pain from your past resurfaces, I would say if old wounds open, you are ready to fully release and the wounds and heal them, because you're ready to feel free and release them. And when you have sort of in your emotions, past things resurface, old wounds reopen, we're going into Mercury retrograde, it could open, you know, wounds, but they need to fully be released. And I think that's what you're going to be doing, transforming your life of radical change and healing that. Wheel of Fortune says the universe is on your side. You're closing out a cycle. The Chariot, the 3 of Cups, and we've got 3 of Pentacles. I really feel some of you are going to be aligning with your right purpose here. Your purpose. Some of you could have heavy Cancer placements. And you're going to be networking. You're going to be getting the people that are aligned with you, not the people that, whether it's put you in an energy of being in wanting to control or manipulation unconscious between you and the other person or people. You're coming into alignment, closing that cycle out, and the right direction and people coming in for you that are going to help transform your life within the area you want, but also heal. And look at this, the 9 of Cups, someone who's healed, who is looks after themselves. They don't overgive, they don't deplete themselves. They're glowing, you know, with the Empress and the 9 of Cups. You're definitely balancing your divine masculine and feminine. You're balancing your emotions. You're trusting the universe with the Wheel of Fortune. You know, there's a breakthrough happening here for you. Let's get you a couple of these cards, Virgo. I think as soon as you step into that energy as well, people are going to notice it. And people are going to be very much attracted to you, whether it's love or whatever it is. Work collaborations, new people. The Sapphire of Light, definitely around healing. 2 and 9 is a master number, 11, okay? Look out for 11, all right? And this is about having healing hands, all right? Having empathic qualities and having animal wisdom totem. Some of you, you connect to an animal spirit, and if you do, call on the animal spirit or look out for signs or seeing the animal spirit. It's going to be really important for you over the next few days, weeks and months. And if some of you are feeling like you need energy healing, go for it. It's a great time for you at this moment in time. If you was interested in energy healing, I do that as a service as well. Archangel Michael, how beautiful is that? For me, it's telling me you're connecting to your heart. You're a heart warrior, and you're going to be aligned within yourself as well. There's divine protection with Archangel Michael, and the synchronicities. That's why I say, if you see your totem animal or you have an animal spirit that speaks to you, I would look out for that, because there's definitely signs for you. And I think you're going to be crossing, there's going to be past loved ones that are actually giving you signs and symbols. If you've seen the angel reading, the angel themes, numbers, signs, what they are, what they mean, and past loved ones, if you haven't seen it, do see it, because it's in the Timeless Themes and Readings playlist. It will give you an idea of how to identify that, connecting to a past loved one that might be trying to speak to you right now. So I would check that out, Virgo. I'm going to pull you one last message. By the way, you are under mutable in the Mercury retrograde, and there is a good message or change in that for you. I would check that video out. Check the initial chat I do, then check in on mutable sign for Virgo. If you've got a lot of fixed and cardinal signs, I would also check that out. And we have one that's jumped out for you. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls of help. So what I feel with this is that if anyone has put you or around you in attacking, fear, judgment of you, I think this is actually their vulnerability they're not able to express, okay? If it's you, you need to know that that's your past wounds and triggers opening up that you might need to reflect on, and that's where you do the healing of those wounds. So Virgo, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we will move on to the next part of the reading, which will be for Libra. Hi Libra. So let's get into Libra placements. Do check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, obviously. And this is probably energies that you might be feeling heightened right now, but they'll pan out over the next few weeks and months. And also go back to the 5th of April to the 9th of April. Did you set any new intentions? Did you get anything new coming in? Anything being let go of? That might come full circle for you. So let's see what we have for you. If you want the extended of this reading, you need to email me and I can get that to you. If you want personalized readings, they're also available via email or on my site, as well as my other services. Okay, Libra, we've had the Magician pop out. Now for you, in July, we're changing North and South Node axis. So you're going to be feeling this, especially if you're North Node or South Node at that time. But the Magician is very strong. So it tells me there's something around this that is very strong around your manifestations during this time. Now Libra and Aries on the opposite axis as well. So I think you're going to be making a fresh start in your relationships and in how you actually show up in your relationships. You know, Aries is about focusing on themselves first, and Libra tends to focus on the people around them as well as themselves, but sometimes they put themselves secondary, whereas Aries is like, I'm number one. and the people around me are secondary. So you both balance each other out, and this is where the fresh start in relationships and how you actually show up in them are going to come through. You're putting an end to anything that's been betrayal around your relationships, anything that has actually caused you to overgive, hurt, grief around relationships, anything that is actually also causing you hurt or where you've been betrayed. You're healing that and you're coming to a completion. This lunation with that Magician card as well and the Queen of Cups is telling me that there is a bit of a mirroring. Okay, so how we are in relationships, okay, and how we show up can sometimes inform us of, like, relationships with others can sometimes inform us of how we are and can mirror your relationship with yourself. And I think that's going to come through strongly with the Magician card and the Queen of Cups. I think you're going to experience tower moments, okay, with this Ten of Swords. I think it's important because I think this is actually going to be a revelation for you on changes in your existing connections and social circus. Some of you might be feeling that the people around you causing you a bit of circus-like feeling. Unexpected encounters could open actually doors for you when this tower moment happens. And the Eight of Pentacles tells me that sometimes you continue to work on something that you know needs to go. And I think that's around attachment of a relationship or trying to make things work and harmonize. I also think for some of you, you're going to be recognizing your self-worth and feeling more stable. And by feeling more stable, you're going to be recognizing your self-worth, which is then mirrored to the people that you attract, okay? You're going to be not in a vulnerable state of attracting people that might cause, like, the betrayal you've had in the past. We've got a King and Queen of Pentacles, a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords. This for me is telling me that, you know, there's a balance of your stability and a balance of your logic thinking in a more clear, focused way of you achieving the stability in your life, but also because the eclipse season is around relationships, achieving the stability in your relationships. Why am I not able to talk in your reading? There's something there. Are some of you feeling you're not able to open up and talk in your relationships? Is that a fear of people dropping away and then a lack of stability? The Ace of Wands tells me you need to trust your gut, okay? Trust your gut, but this is also major breakthrough, okay? This is about relationships that are going to be passionate and giving back to you as well. I think that's beautiful. And the Queen of Pentacles is here. So there's going to be relationships that are stable, that are nurturing, but also that are, you know, of abundance. You know, you can have people around you that are abundant. And this is what you're drawing in now. No more Tower, no more Ten of Swords, no more Eight of Pentacles. King of Cups is here as well. You've got the King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. That is beautiful for the type of people that you're drawing in. Some of you, I definitely think, are going to be in a relationship, and the people you're calling in are not only passionate, but they're more aligned with your abundance and the direction you need to take, but also in terms of you recognizing your self-worth and being confident in that, not feeling like you need to bend over backwards for someone. Knight of Cups is the delivery of a new love offer coming in for you. And the Nine of Cups is telling me when you balance your relationship with yourself out, this is where it all comes in. So it's definitely what I said in terms of your relationships being highlighted. But in general, if we look at this as a tarot reading, this could mean also money matters are coming to head. There's a breakthrough in your creativity and your career, something that you've always wished for, speaks to your heart, okay? You will be using your mind as well as your heart, and as well as that, you will be getting abundance and stability. You're very strong in terms of manifesting what you want, and the axis of the Aries Libra. Let's get this, Temple of Mary. Now with the Temple of Mary, it's number 31, and that comes down to 4, stability. Stability in relationships, stability in your life, stability within yourself and in harmony. That's what I get with the number 4. Now, Temple of Mary is also about emotional expression, playful innocence, and also making sure that you avoid exploitation and disharmony within your relationship. So it's very much aligned with what we've been saying. You've got number 1 here, okay, very much like the Magician, angelic realms, okay. You're supported at this time, Libra. There's team effort from your ancestors, past loved ones. There's validation here, and there's patience needed. I also think there's something about charity here. And what I do want to say is that if you've not seen the angel signs, themes, numbers, past loved ones, signs, themes, numbers, and how to understand them, it's a reading I did that's timeless, that tells you how to pick the numbers, etc., and themes, and then be able to understand what's coming through for you, because I think you might get messages from the angelic realms here. And I also think whether it's a spirit animal or a past loved one or even a past pet, someone is going to be maybe talking to you or providing you support. I think in this also you need to express your heart, okay? If you notice now I'm able to talk, all right? You've come into balance, you speak, you are aligned, you're more confident. Speaking to you constantly, they are protectors. So spirit messages, awakenings, insights. Speaking to you constantly, they are protectors, assisting in collaboration. And taking personal responsibility will ensure cohesive angelic relationships. Working with the loving angelic realm is Paul and Venetian from the third ray, okay? This is, by the way, Archangel Metatron, who is being of a protector to you as well. So beautiful card there, beautiful energy for you during this time, Libra, and the main theme that's coming up for you. Let's pull you a card. Beautiful. I am unapologetic for what I deserve and trust what I will focus on will grow. That is beautiful for you. I hope you enjoyed this, Libra, and let's see you in your next reading. So the next sign is Scorpio. Hi Scorpio, I hope you're well. So let's see what we have for you. These can be felt within now, very potent, and also up the next couple of weeks or months there could be fruition around this. And I think Aries brings changes and renovation to your daily life. your routines and work. Okay, so let's see how that's going to be over the days and weeks. Eight of Cups, which is, I'm not surprised, you know, you're going to be walking away. Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So you're actually going to be walking away from anything that, you know, no longer sort of provides you a balance of your own health. And this in terms of like the days and the weeks are, your existing schedules are going to be restructured, and you could have chances to explore new things or a better alignment with between honoring your daily tasks and routines and commitments, but also listening to what your body needs and what your heart needs, what your soul is asking you for. And on that basis, you can make the adjustments needed on a moment-to-moment basis. All right. The Seven of Pentacles tells me that you've just been really around this. It's just really down to going on with your daily routine. But the Three of Swords tells me, and the Eight of Cups, there's something about it that you need to honor yourself more while you're honoring your responsibilities and obligations. You also need to listen to your body. Confirmation. You know, you're gonna need to listen to your body and what it wants from day to day, and then tweak your daily relationships. That could be around people as well if they're sending you out of balance. Tweak your daily routine, okay? Tweak your work. What I mean by that, some of you might not be taking a potential 5-minute break, and you have that opportunity to take it, but you continue working because it's so busy. You need to take that break. You need to honor yourself. What is your body telling you? Listen to it, tap in. You'll have chances to see any new issues you might be dealing with from a new perspective in terms of your health. And here it's telling me, trust your instinct. This is very much listen to your body, trust your instinct, because as you move in that direction, it's going to better align you, and you'll be dealing from a new perspective. Work on healing the symptoms of discomfort, okay? You're feeling it, but maybe you're not recognizing what it is with the Moon card. And maybe you're not actually feeling it, but with this reading, it's making you're going to be feeling it, because you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to tap into this. Work on healing symptoms of or discomforts beyond your physical manifestation is going to be important. Underline, you know, uncover the energetic that could be underlining from this. We've got the Six of Cups, okay? That for me is telling me that you will come into sort of better alignment with yourself. It can also be something that comes back around for you during Aries, the eclipse season over the next couple of weeks, all right? But I really think your health and your routine and work is really important for you to focus on. The Page of Swords is here, and that's telling me there's a bit of a breakthrough here. It was funny because when I said about better alignment or something, and I said relationships instead of a word I was going to say. I do think that there's something around the relationships and people around you that maybe are not the most healthiest for you. You will know this if this is right. By balancing out that, you come into a divine feminine energy that is nurturing and just flowing and glowing. You know, Scorpio, I think I've had in your readings that you've been really glowing recently, and you need to find that temperance energy. But with that, it's also telling me, by uncovering the energetic of what is at the root cause of anything that's causing you physical discomfort, is the inner being. But what is it? What is that? Is there a wound you need to heal? Take time out to come into this Empress. Nurture yourself. Do you need to reach out to your mother figure, motherly figure, to find the nurturing that you require at this moment in time? really, what would be the advice you would give someone in terms of their daily life routines and work? If you was the outside looking into yourself, what is that? Write that down. Release anger and fear. Release anger and fear of like owning yourself, honoring yourself. Like, for example, taking a 5-minute break and then thinking work might catch you or something when you're actually entitled to that break, but maybe you've not taken it for a while, and so now you're a bit hesitant to take it. But release anger and fear. Release what you're not seeing and bring light to that, where you know this not listening to your body on a moment-to-moment basis. You've got the chance here with this theme being is that, you know, issues you're dealing with, you're going to see it from a new perspective, and you're going to work on the healing of the physical that also is from your inner being. Golden ray of light, number 16, break it down to 7. For me, this is telling me you're going to have the confidence, the love, the passion, receiving and giving gifts and passionate projects coming to fruition, definitely with that Ace of Wands as well. But what I'm also seeing with this is once you start honoring yourself, you feel a lot better, okay? And the people around you are. Interestingly, we've got Universal Makraba here, okay? Number 34 breaking down to a 7 as well. So, you know, this is about confidence, and the Universal Merkaba is about sacred purpose, and it's about you having the answer, but also there's going to be signs and some symbols. You might, with the Moon card and this Universal Merkaba, have dreams that are speaking to you. I also feel this is telling you the hybrid solar eclipse energies over these days and the next few weeks is very important to you and what's coming to light. If you look, it's the solar eclipse. It's bringing light to the situation. You're going to have dreams and intuition, past loved ones. There's going to be signs for you during this time. So that is really what is coming through for you. Let's pull you a card, Scorpio. That flew out for you, so it's meant for you. Joy is the ultimate creator. So once you align, if you saw, we had that Sun card in that Oracle deck, and it was about love, passion, joy. And here it's saying it's creating. When you are in that energy, it's creating what you want and bringing in the right energy for you. You're in, I really feel for a lot of you, you need to step into Empress mode of either nurturing yourself, getting some feminine nurturing from someone around you. I think that's what's really needed. And also the perspective of being on the outside and seeing how you look at yourself, what advice you'd give yourself if you was the outsider on the inside around, balancing your physical health with your daily routines, work and daily life responsibilities. So Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you in your next readings. Do check your next readings out. And the current readings that are already up and significant for you, do check your sun, moon, rising of this reading as well. We will go on to Sagittarius. Hi Sag, I hope you're well. So the eclipse is going to be in your fellow fire sign Aries, so it should be good over the next few days if you're feeling it, and also over the next few weeks and months. Now go back to the 5th of April to the 9th of April. Was there anything new that came in, something that passed you by, something that ended, new intentions you set? They might come full circle for you during the solar eclipse or shortly after the solar eclipse, all right? There's going to be a lot of creativity for you. I'd also check the Mercury retrograde video, which I'm linking in the description box as well, because that tells you how that's going to be affecting your top signs. So fixed, mutable and cardinal, check where your top placements are and see that. And also tune in to the actual initial chat about it, because I don't talk about it from a fear perspective. And so it's good to get that insight and see how it can affect you. It's until the end of May, so it's good to understand those energies. But there's definitely going to be there's definitely going to be something strongly about creativity in this energy for you. The Four of Swords is just jumped out, and it's telling me that sometimes you are going to be needing some time out from whatever you're doing, whatever you're juggling, okay, at this moment in time. And I think it's important for you to know that if your body is calling you to take time out, it's important for you to do this, to take the time out, okay? Just pause on the juggling, but also do some introspection, because I feel there's revolutionary energy that's coming into your life, which is beautiful. The Six of Cups tells me you could be attracting also a divine soulmate during this time, but also it could be a bit of nostalgia. Or like I said with the Two of Pentacles, and when I said initially, something can come back round which was a missed opportunity or something you had intentions for or closed off on, but you thought you'd lost the opportunity. It comes back in, especially with Mercury retrograde. Five of Pentacles tells me around your creativity, but your abundance and finance might have been a bit stuck. Some of you have felt with the Four of Swords and Five of Pentacles a bit isolated as well. And I think with that, significant changes in the areas of life are possible. There's going to be definitely a focus on romantic and dating life and creative endeavors and play, but romantic dating life. And the changes that are going to come in are possible, particularly if you have been single for a while, where you've been healing a heart, where maybe you've been a bit closed off, but not from resentment because you've healed it. You've been isolated. You've had some difficulties where you've had to focus in different areas of life. And I feel with this, it's telling me that there's a balance coming in. There's a balance of this scale of where you've had hardships. Finances speak to me, and also the heart healing. But if, like I said, where you've had relationship issues, maybe attracting the right people, or you've just been single for a very long time, something's coming in to balance the scales. There's going to be a give and take in this as well. And you may reflect on why you're drawn to express yourself creativity and why you're resisting, or why you're resisting to do so. The world tells me you're accomplishing something here, okay? And with that balance of the scales, there's something I want to see on the other oracle, if I can find it. Where did I put that oracle? Where's that oracle deck? Oh. Really weird, it's annoying. Oh, let me see if I can just see how this looks on the oracle deck. I want to see if there's a picture. With the World card, anyway, an accomplishment is coming in. And with this, like I said, there's a balance of the Six of Pentacles, is the balance of the scale, the balance of your finances, the balance of what you've been trying to get in is finally balancing out. With the World card, reflect on your journey as well. The Hermit, okay? You could be drawing in Virgo energy, or you could have heavy Virgo placements in your charts. I would say, you know, why are you, again, creatively, what are you drawn to express, and why are you resisting it? Cultivate plainness around this energy of the solar eclipse. It's really important for you, and will give you opportunities to come into deeper connection with your inner child as well with this. And the Ace of Pentacles is coming through, so we're getting different messages. There's a breakthrough around your wealth and abundance, and I also think there's a breakthrough around your relationships where they're going to be more stable and abundant energy, which you really want if you've not had that energy around you for a while. I don't mean that people are going to be millionaires around you. I mean that the energy of the person is going to be actually abundant. It's going to be stable. And your inner child, if you have children, your relationship with them is going to evolve and transform, because that's what the energies of the astro are supporting. If you don't, then I would see that you also, and if you do, connect with your inner child. Do something you love to do, even if you've got family responsibilities, children. Connect to your inner child and do something that your inner child used to love to do. Maybe even just paint, all right? Do something to connect to your inner child is really important. And also, I would say there could be a healing dynamic around a stability. And by that is, I mean, around not only stability of, I was going to say family, but stability of your finances is definitely coming again as a second message. But those of you who've had a family issue or dynamic, I think that could be a family trauma dynamic, could be healing, could be what you've needed to heal. And boundaries and connections that need healing as well is going to be a theme for you. Page of Wands, you've got creative ideas. You need to go forward with them. Believe in your talents. And I think perhaps life or a snippet of what you're working on is going to be shown to you or the public. It's important to release what is not serving you, what is holding you back from being playful. I'm getting that for some of you, because sometimes when you've been in a Five of Pentacles or you've been single for a long time, you know, you've had to operate in a King of Pentacles kind of energy, and sometimes that makes us lose the playfulness of the Page of Wands, the Six of Cups, all right? And so I think we need to step away from that. It looks like someone in your family or you had a relationship is going to try to make things right, where there's been a Tower moment. The Tower moment also indicates to me, don't let your pride get in your way. If someone has brought down their pride, you know, I think there's either a Tower moment with people or boundaries of people, whether it's family or not, that have not honored your boundaries, and you're like, I'm done with this, you know. But there's also, for some of you, reconciliation about a family dynamic or something that is very close to your heart. So let's get you a couple of cards, Saji. We've got this one, Magical Alchemy. 23, okay, beautiful card. Breaking down to a 5, change, and change is coming in for you. This is about innovation, ingenuity, being curious, being ahead of your time, some of you. But ingenuity, I would say it's really about making sure that you see and have those boundaries that we were mentioning. 3 and 6 is a 9, but this is about well-being. Remember what I was saying about balancing out, you know, and having that youthful experience, youthful energy coming back to you. Self-preservation is very important. Service to spirit. I feel with magical alchemy and well-being, some of you are probably going to be in a bit of a prophecy mode. You know, you're going to be actually maybe very tapped into your intuition, and you're going to get answers from that. It's interesting, on this well-being card as well, I see 2 swans just here, if you can see it. And this tells me that we were talking about relationships. A divine soulmate is coming in for you. Swans are very much that. It was red, it had roses, very heartfelt well-being card. So that's beautiful as well for your Sag. I hope you enjoyed this part of your reading, and let's move on to Capricorn. Capricorn. So the Aries solar eclipse is actually going to be about your domestic and family life. That's the astro energy around it. So that's going to be interesting, as some of you remained in a family dynamic or family home when, you know, you're old enough to move out. Or you remaining there because you're not putting yourself first. Let's see what comes up for you. But these are things, you know, you could be trying to run around, do stuff for other people around your family, home and dynamic. And is that really working in your favor? 8 of Wands, this is where you can have a breakthrough epiphany in that area, domestic and family life. It might remind you the fact that your body is your primary home, and the underline of importance of coming home to yourself more often is very important, yeah? And look at that, King of Pentacles, your energy. 5 of Swords, letting the ego go. If this is around you actually saying, I need time for me, or if it's actually around the people around you who are just asking of you, which is domestic and family life mainly. But it's really important to honor coming home to yourself, hanging your shoes up at the day, and really tapping into yourself, your creative inner environment, knowing that your body, your physical vessel, your soul is your home. Okay, and this is very important, and you need to make it a pleasant place to live in. Hanged Man has surrendered, you know. I think there's an element of working on your emotional well-being here. Okay, working on the emotional self-regulation and healing, which is going to be coming up for you in these days. Letting go of this energy and being more tapped into your heart. I've raised this in your readings actually, Capricorn, but this is also where it's saying about support, the support. And you will feel different. You'll feel the dynamics around you also change. Working on your emotional regulation and emotional healing is going to be big in the next couple of days, because that's what the astro is. Aries solar eclipse is in your house of domestic and family life. And it could be over weeks. And I think with the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, there's an exploration of back to your childhood, connecting maybe to your childhood friends. But there's something about that, and there's a bringing back to your childhood, memories around that. And I think also there's going to be an inspiration for you to explore family relationships, both present, past and present. So I think that's really going to be the big theme for you. Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck and the Queen of Cups. So whilst you're taking action, notice they're both feminine energy. They're not kings. This is a king who's working on his stability, his domestic family life. But here you need to have that drive and passion and energy, okay? But also tap into the emotional side, okay? And also your creative inner child, your creativity, what makes you burn with enthusiasm. This has, the Queen of Wands has a sunflower that grows only when the sun shines on it, when it's nurtured, when it's fed by the sun. You aren't supposed to always share your moves and what you're thinking with other people, all right? And I think here it's telling you very much so, let go of the people that cause you to feel this rife, that cause you to feel sort of, not only in your ego, but because you've got the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords here. And it's really about, there's conflict, isn't there, and disagreement, and that could have been within your family, or you're keeping quiet about something, fearing that it's going to cause conflict, disagreement within your family. But you may have also felt with the 7 of Swords that there's been deceit or deception around you, where either yourself or your family or both dynamics are using it to their best interest. You really need to trust your intuition and possibly revelations that come to you around your childhood, around whatever you've been tapping into your inner knowing, okay? tapping into your unconscious. If you get signs around your inner childhood or inner child, then do listen to that, you know. Release any betrayal, because that's very big in the reading, and have peace and realization in terms of what comes forward for you. You know, it's important for you to take this time to recognize these areas, even if everything is going right and you're living with your family or you're not. But it's important to look at what's working, what's not working. It's an intimate time, to be honest with you. Let's see what cards we get for you as well. Pisces energy could be significant for you. Temple of Mary, it's a 3 and 1 is the number 4. So there's stability and there's harmony that you're going to get out of this. There's emotional expression that you said you need to do. And there's a playful innocence which you need to find with your inner child or your childhood memories. And making sure that you've got boundaries in the right place for your domestic and family life, where there's the boundaries or the sacrifices, any betrayal, any exploitation, there's a boundary in place for that, whether it's intentional or unintentional. It's really important for you. Dharma wheel, so there's a balance of the scales. Master number 11. There could be peer pressure, moral codes around your family dynamic society that you must do this, you must do that. And there's a karmic cycle and lessons that you're learning, okay? And I think you need to also honor your own Dharma wheel with the cycles that come in. It's interesting, the same cards are kind of getting pulled up. There's a lot of deep introspection energy here. Inner oracle, okay? You are the divine power. Remember I said it's your soul and body that's the vessel. You are the channel. You might have deja vu moments around your childhood, like I said. And there is definitely an element of, with the High Priestess and this card, not only a balance of scales, but there's self-fulfilling prophecy that's coming through for you. And I think that's really important for you, Capricorn. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye for now. Aquarius, how are you doing? See what we have for you, Aquarius. Now, these solar eclipse energies is over the past couple of days, is going to be over the past, well, until you're going to feel it heavily until the around the 25th, 26th, but they'll go on for weeks and months to see revelations. But I think this, for you, there's a deeper inner connection to your voice and communication and new ways of communicating. And your voice in terms of what you feel, what you sense, what you're thinking, your communication, your deeper contact with your own voice as well, not only what you put out there. So let's see what comes through for you, Aquarius. With that, I think there's going to be a bit of surrender and vulnerability needed. Just have a sip, Aquarius. It could make you feel conflicted within as well. I'm getting that. Let's see what comes out for you. 10 of Wands, King of Wands, Page of Pentacles. This is telling me that, and Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you are going to feel this a bit heavy. It's going to be maybe it's going to make you feel like, I don't feel confident in this, but you are actually going to be releasing a feeling of this Ten of Wands by connecting with your inner voice. Really important. And the Hanged Man tells me, you know, just flowing with your inner voice. Around this time, there's going to be transformation around your connections, okay, and the people that you speak to. There's going to be conversations, debates, transformations, exchange of opinions of people who inspire you with this King of Wands and the a Page of Pentacles. Some of these conversations you're actually going to find very inspiring, and I think it's going to make you have to release and just flow a little bit in terms of any limited perceptions or assumptions you make, you know, whether it's to do with beliefs, whether it's to do with fears of speaking up for yourself. Remember, I said to you, as soon as you start doing that and you start speaking up, you're going to feel like this, woo-hoo, I was so anxious, I feel loads better, I've released so much from me. And the Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands, this is telling me that you're going to have opportunities to do this at major events, okay? Even with families, even with, you could be invited to a marriage, okay? But I feel like as soon as you start to do it and recognize yourself, you're actually going to feel like a creative power within you, that you like being within your authentic self and speaking up for yourself, being assertive, all right? You're not going to feel like the Page and the Hanged Man and then the angst energy of this. You're going to release it and you're going to step into the King of Wands. You're going to feel confident in expressing your ideas and thoughts. It's about speaking your courage really a lot in this solar eclipse. Speak your truth with courage is really important, while being able to take responsibility of any consequences of doing that. And we get the Tower and the Devil, you know. So once you do that, I mean, just be careful, but there will be consequences, all right? But I think this will also help you let go of attachments to anything that doesn't serve you. I think that's really important. The Ace of Wands tells me tap into your gut as well as speaking. It tells me as soon as you start expressing yourself authentically with substance, you're tapping into this new creative energy that is just going to spark within you. Because I feel at the moment with this, you're a bit conflicted, and I think that's causing that energy. You could have a Capricorn placements or Capricorn cost. So check Capricorns as well and your other placements. Don't talk yourself out of things because you don't have the ability to see what you're capable. I think you're going to have inspiration by the communication you put out there, but the people that are communicating with you and the opinions that you need to take on as words of inspiration, believe in them if they're inspiring you. You know, let someone else show up for you and take the load off you of the Ten of Wands and just take on their perspective. Leave the assumptions behind. Judgment, having better judgment of what people are saying to you. And the other card, the Queen of Wands as well. So you could be actually attracting new vibe and tribe, new love, all right, when you start stepping into this new authentic version of the communication and the way you communicate. There's different methods as well. What I don't see here is a lot of sword energy, and I don't see a lot of online communication, which tells me a lot of it is going to be quite authentic and human-based and touched, which is amazing, you know. We have Sacred Space, number 26, which is also 8, all right? 8 is a powerful number. There's a positive outcome here. There's clarity, there's lucky attraction, there's removing of obstacles. And I think that really happens when you step into communicating, listening to others, expressing your voice, finding new ways or methods or to communicate. 16, the golden ray of light. So being joyful, in loving laughter energy, receiving and giving, and passionate projects coming to light. Galactic vibration. Number 15, how beautiful is that card? This is about raising your resilience, being a direct channel of getting source or inspiration or intuition as well, speaking to you. And also, where it says about raising your resilience, it's about having the resilience of listening to people when they're not saying something you like, being able to use your own discernment, trusting your gut, your intuition to tell you, is this right or wrong, but not making it via perception or assumptions, okay? Let's get you, why have I pulled the spirit animal card instead of the universal? But you got elephant, greatness. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I always get guided back to the light. How beautiful is that? So Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we shall go on to Pisces now. So yeah, Pisces. Pisces, this is going to be in your relationship with money and capacity of receiving. It's going to be very potent now over the next few days, but also weeks and months, you know. So let's see what we get. I've been called to split the deck. Two of Pentacles, which makes sense, doesn't it? Because we're talking about balancing of money and the beginning of your relationship with money and capacity to receive and cultivate abundance. And I also think having the sort of knowledge to balance and decision making around that, and how you manage your resources and your money and abundance, okay? I think that's really important. You've got the High Priestess and the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. You're definitely moving in the right direction here. The High Priestess, which is your energy as well, you're going to be very tapped in, and you're going to be very strong in this energy. I think you're going to get your subconscious mind speaking to you about something that you've not been seeing clearly around your money and relationship with money, but it's coming in. The Page of Wands as well. There's dramatic changes with these cards on how you perceive wealth and relate to wealth, okay? So what were your thoughts on money? What were your thoughts around income? Which the reflection might inspire you to really go into a bit further on financial matters. Okay, it's a process that's actually going to lead you to reflect on themes of self-worth. Look at this. Themes of self-worth, how you value self, how you value your body. The Chariot is the body as well, it's the vessel that we're in. And your energy, the Chariot card, the High Priestess, juggling that, the Two of Pentacles. And, you know, the invitation is to work on developing a closer, more intimate relationship with yourself, which is beautiful because we got the High Priestess really confirming that with the Astro. The Three of Pentacles as well, about the creativity of yourself. And the Four of Wands is the celebration, you know, taking time out to celebrate that. But there's really a big importance around the way you see money, the stability around money, you know, what you've seen that doesn't serve you anymore. Do you need, is it your perception around money? Is it the perception of where you how you look at yourself, how you look at your worth, whether it's your physical, whether it's your energy. 5 of Cups. Are you always focusing on the lack, okay? And you're dissatisfied, but if you look behind, you've actually got 2 full cups while you're thinking that you don't. I think I see yourself proving, I see you proving your self-worth to yourself and others by staying true to yourself and by the revelations that are coming forward for you. I think there is going to be an opportunity to balance out but actually make more money or abundance once you see this with opportunities coming in. You might be feeling that you're going to express yourself through art, okay? Or through just getting in touch with your intuition and your mind and body, whether this is meditation, whether it's through dance, something around that, you know, creativity, and you want to work on something, but you might be afraid of how much time needs to go into it. Time passes anyway, but you're very strong in this energy of the High Priestess and the Magician. It's telling me as you shift the thoughts around your relationship with money and your capacity to receive and cultivate abundance, as well as, you know, this then leading you into a process of reflecting on the themes of your own self-worth and how you value your body, how you value your energy, how you value emotionally giving to others, is really going to be an invitation to develop that closer oneness with yourself, and also be at home with yourself, you know, and then it manifests into the external. All right, so you've got the Magician and the High Priestess. You're going to be seeing signs of revelation. I think you're going to be very much connected to higher source as well. We've got here golden ray of light, love, laughter, receiving, giving gifts, passionate projects, which is beautiful because there's a balance here. All right, a lot of the signs got this card. And then 2 and 4 is about past life. Cool. It's about, you know, like I said, when you're reflecting on your finances, you know, what has been the thoughts you've had around this, but now once you come into processing that, it's going to be put behind you, and there's regression here, and there's also a epiphany around maybe cultural experience or family dynamics and your thought processes, which are going to come to light. I would say if you see a peacock or peacock feather during this time, it's significant for you. I also think with the High Priestess and the past life card and the Magician, your ancestors or past loved ones or past pet is speaking to you during this time. And you are very much connected to your self-awareness and your self-mastery as well, Pisces, during this time. So I would definitely honor that, okay? If you feel you're pulled in a direction, the universe or your intuition is speaking right to you. So let's pull you one of these cards and see what we get for you, Pisces. I am the dreamer of my dream. I mean, how does that top it up with the Magician? You're not only the dreamer, you're the manifester of your dream. So Pisces, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you are you don't have Pisces placements and you stayed on for all the signs, you're amazing. Please like, subscribe, stay tuned for the next readings, and also check your element. There's new elemental healing themes out. Fire and air, air and water will be going out shortly. Check your latest readings of your sign. Always check your sun, moon, rising, all the signs that I advise for you to check for during that time. And I'll see you in the next reading, guys. Bye for now.